Send it to you though.
I'm saying,
Yeah, refill.
after you done, save it. Like after
Want some
you
ice?
Oh, say the whole joint.
This goddamn flag is pissing me off.
What should I?
We don't
Like,
get
where
time.
can I put it? Like
I don't
here?
get time.
You think it'll?
Put it right here, my man. Say that shit right there.
I'm saying. Go ahead and get it popping.
Y'all ready? We good?
Motherfuckers might be like, should I talk about?
All right. Of course, y'all know we keep some dope motherfuckers here with us. And today is kind of like a family reunion, you know what I'm saying? I say that shit a lot, but I be meaning that shit a lot.
You do.
I do mean it. Mm-hmm. I do. You
They
gotta,
locked me. They locked me out my account for whatever reason, but whatever.
because you want, because of music.
It can't be.
I thought they blocked you because you was here.
They-
Like, damn, that motherfucker don't want to see you shine even on
What they
another
on,
phone.
What they on with me, King? Go ahead, though.
No, but of course we keep some dope motherfuckers here. Y'all remember we had Law Beatz here already, but he came back because we missing one piece to the puzzle. That's cool though, you know what I'm saying? I'm on his ass when he come though. But we got another brother of mine here. He actually on his podcast shit, networking shit too. Former rapper. I don't know, you still blessing the mic, bro.
Every now and then, you know, let me get up for a little bit. My bad. Every now and then, though. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Well, I ain't gonna say I gave it up. I just say y'all wasn't around. I'll just say that. I ain't gonna say I gave it up. But can we put it up there for my brothers? Law Beatz and D.Son and this motherfucker. So D.Son, you wanna go first? We know who the fuck he is.
Yeah, I'm just here for support.
Yeah. We ain't really gonna talk to you.
But yeah, man, I go by the name D-Son. Acronym, definitely shitting on niggas. You know, hip hop artist. Can I say that? You know, definitely shitting. I mean, y'all.
You can say what you want.
All right, I'm just making sure.
Whoever you think you are, you can say what
You
you
know what
want.
I'm saying? Yeah, you know, co-founder of the League of Extraordinary Chicagoans podcast network. Founder of Stay Relentless Life and Hip Hop Initiative, which is a nonprofit that I founded for youth, at-risk youth. Yeah, man, you know, I'm just out here doing my thing, man, you know.
So how the league start?
Man, so how that shit is crazy because, like, I credit everything to COVID. You know what I'm saying? I credit everything to COVID. You know, I was really just sitting back.
You know what I'm saying?
I was really just sitting back. It actually came after I started my nonprofit, right? So I would say we almost a year old, but how it originally started was that I was just going to do like a regular podcast. Like I was like, yo, like I never forget how it ended up happening. I came up to Complex Studios getting ready to record with Law or whatever, and I was already thinking about a podcast. And sure enough, they just built the podcast room in Complex. So I took that as a sign, like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Right. So originally I was just gonna do like a podcast. I end up linking with one of the homies. Shout outs to Chuck, man. That's my co-founder, also my co-host for my podcast. And we were supposed to do a song together with Law. We never did the song. But you know what I'm saying?
I don't even remember that shit.
But yeah, but real shit, we never did the song. He was supposed to do like an intro to like one of the songs that I was gonna do. But we ended up talking like business. So once we got to talking business, I told him like, yo, like, you know, you should just go ahead and come on and let's do this podcast. And he was like, all right, bet. So I went to the crib that night and had a fucking like premonition. Like I woke up at like 6 a.m. and I was like, bro, like, you know what's even better than a podcast? He's like, what? I was like, a podcast network. And he was like, bro, like, he was like, you mean like HBO? I was like, yeah, motherfucker,
Yeah,
like
nigga,
HBO.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we put our spin on it and we do it how we do it. Nigga, the next day we hit the ground running. You know what I'm saying?
Very nice.
And shit, now we here now, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like now we here now, you know what I'm saying?
Can we put it up there for taking the next step? Fuck it. Man.
You know me, man. You know me. Law know me, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't the type of motherfucker like, I jump off the fucking roof. I jump out the window.
Okay.
Like, if I have an idea, it ain't no, you know what I'm saying? It ain't no second thoughts. I sit back, I think about it. I probably write down some bullet points here and there. But like, I'm the type of mind who like, nigga, if I'm gonna fail forward. You know what I'm saying? So I just get straight to it. And like I don't really let nothing deter me really. Like it don't really matter. Like I don't care how many followers a motherfucker got. I don't care how many people support you. I don't care how many dollars coming through the door. Sorry about that. I don't care how many dollars coming through the door. I'm always believe like, yo, you do shit for you first. And once you do it for you first, it's always organically somebody who fuck with you for a reason, whether you know them or not. And that's who you need to be talking to anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I'm so glad you brought that shit up. I was y'all watch I Am Athlete with all the football players. Y'all watch?
Yeah.
So I was watching that, and I went to their page.
I don't know what that
And when I went to their page, I went all the way to like they first few videos and shit. Motherfuckers got like 20,000, 8,000, 10,000. Then you could see like the progression started coming. I'm like, yo, these niggas fucking celebrities though.
It's about
And they
studying,
started
bro.
with like 10,000 views. I'm like, damn. So, you know, I might get a couple hundred. Yeah, fuck, keep going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, like, because, you know, y'all know, man, y'all know we was on the same label together. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why we here now. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was on the same label together. So, like, y'all.
look at that motherfucker.
I'm
Like,
holding my
and you-
breath.
like,
I ain't
I'm-
no shit.
Yeah, but we know though. You know what I'm saying? We know, like, you come out the gate, you know you dope and shit like that, and you know you got a dope product, but you know motherfuckers ain't really gonna rock with it because you're not on billboards, you're not on the radio, you're not on television and shit like that. You understand what I'm saying? Because, you know, people naturally only fuck with you if they seen somebody else fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, they not really trying to, you know, it's like they never want to be the first person to say that nigga cold. Or what she got going on is hot. You know what I'm saying?
They're not trying to be the investor into that shit.
You know what I'm saying? And one of the things, you know, just being a creative, you know, or any time you get into an endeavor, you doing your own thing, entrepreneurialism, anything, you have to program yourself to understand that you're not going to get that instant gratification. You understand what I'm saying? And you got to be willing to deal with that. Did somebody just say tear it out? And you gotta be willing to deal with that, because a lot of motherfuckers, you know, they can't deal with that.
And you gotta realize everybody ain't gonna like you. Everybody ain't gonna like your shit. You know what I'm saying? So you can't be doing it for everybody else. Like no matter what it is you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta
But
just you guys gotta stick to what you
That
believe
fucked
in.
me up though.
You
Like
right.
10 people could be like, man, I fuck with bottle
That
service.
one person.
And then that one motherfucker come out and be like, bro, this shit weak as hell.
Right.
It's hard.
And then
though.
I'll be like, man, we ain't got to record this week, G. You know what I'm saying? Like, that type, but it's crazy, you know, like you see, literally like 10 motherfuckers just come through and be like, man, I fuck with this shit.
Yeah.
And it just took that one, it depends on who that one motherfucker
Who it is though? Yeah.
You know, I used to be that way, you know, back, you know, our True Legend days, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you would record and motherfuckers be like, you know, the family would be like, that shit is cold. You know what I'm saying? You know, and then a motherfucker from the outside, they'd be like, you know, that shit was hot.
Shit like,
And then you be like, damn, like, am I around a bunch of yes men or something? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you know, like, but at the end of the day, though, man, like, I program myself, man, do that shit for you first. Like, do that shit for you first. Understand why you doing it for you. And once you understand why you doing it for you, then you can octopus that however that you want to go. You know what I'm saying?
Can we put it up there for the octopus?
Octopus, I ain't mean to, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry.
Octopus.
I ain't mean for that to sound so sexual, because I
No,
think that's why
not
you
right. No, I ain't
because
saying
I
like
thought
that.
that's
No,
why
I'm
you
just
was like,
saying.
can we put it up for the octopus?
No,
I'm
hell
like, all right,
no.
this nigga trying to play me.
I like that boy. Y'all took it that way. I did it. It wasn't me. He did it. Yeah.
I'll be chilling, man.
So I don't think all the years I never knew how you two motherfuckers met, bro.
how we met?
Yeah.
Oh, we went we
Grammar
went to school together. School together.
Grammar school
shit.
and high school.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
ain't like the nigga at first. That's cap. That's cap. That's cap. That's
I was
cap.
about to say, what the fuck?
That's cap. But no, like
I ain't like him at first.
That's crazy.
Really?
I ain't like his ass.
I never knew
Yeah,
this.
I don't think I still
Never
like
knew this. That's
You
crazy.
said you don't think you still
I
like
love
him.
you. I don't like you, Z.
That's crazy.
How do you skip? You know what? All right, that's another
Huh.
subject. But
You can love a motherfucker and not like him.
That's
I love
crazy.
my son. I don't like his ass though.
That's crazy.
He's an asshole.
how old is he?
He finna be 6 this weekend.
And my son about to be 5 next year, but like he already an asshole, so I feel you on that.
See what I'm saying?
Like I dropped him off at daycare today. He was wilding out, and I was like, you know what, G, stop acting like you fuck with me like that though. Like now you want to stay home, stop acting like
Bro,
that.
but now he at the age where you could just thump in the chest and walk off.
Dumb, nigga. You know,
Whoa,
I ain't
say
even,
it. Go ahead.
I ain't even indict
Go
myself.
So we could call them motherfuckers.
The people's gonna pull up tomorrow like, hey, my
Find out
man.
you be Roy Jones.
Let me holler at you.
This nigga be Winky writing his song. Ain't that a bitch?
I fuck with you though. Hey, Messiah, I love you, bro.
All right.
But motherfuckers went to school together. Like the grammar school that I originally went to only went to 6th grade. So I had to go find another school, and then I ended up going to Carnegie. You know what I'm saying?
So what you go ahead.
Nah, what you about to say?
What you came up to him and said, I want to rap?
No,
I make beats and then rap.
In
What?
6th grade, nigga?
That came way later,
I'm
nigga.
talking about later on.
That came way later, motherfucker.
How that happened was I was away at NIU, right? And I originally went to school for journalism. That was before I got into journalism and kind of was like, this shit kind of whack.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And look what you
But
doing
I was,
now.
which is funny as hell because I was always a gifted writer. You know what I mean? I would like write short stories or I would like write poems and shit like that. So I like started like at that point I started like writing raps, but I ain't like never recorded anything like that. Zoe came down to NIU one time and he was like, yo, I'm doing this music shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should come fuck around. I was like, okay, bet. At the time, this is like when MySpace was popping.
Shit.
You know how old this?
Damn.
You know how long?
So
this
you know
was.
how long this was. Law was like posting like all this beats on MySpace and shit.
Can I let them know I am the youngest one out of these motherfuckers? Just to put
By
that
like
shit out
a
there.
year, nigga. What the fuck?
I am way younger than these
Yeah, that's a fact.
motherfuckers. I am the baby.
Stop making it seem
Don't
like
listen
niggas
to
is
him.
40 though.
Nah,
listen, don't
but
listen.
y'all talking about MySpace, G. I gotta defend myself. I'm sorry. I love y'all, G. I love y'all, bro.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
at the time Law was putting his shit out, and I don't know if Law had just started making beats.
No,
or
I
not.
did.
Yeah.
I did.
But Law was putting this shit on MySpace, and his shit was like, his
That
shit
shit was
cold in.
right
You know?
for me starting. Let's
Yeah,
put
like
it like
his
that.
shit was cold
Yeah,
in.
like if we listen to it now, we'll be like,
That shit
all right,
terrible. Nah.
I mean, it depends.
We got
Nah.
some growth
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
it is obviously some growth,
from
right?
starting out. But I'm saying like that starting point where we all was at to hear your shit. That's why that humble shit, bro. That humble shit, bro. That shit bothers me, G. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry, bro. I don't know what
It's
to
just
tell you.
like, because when we started out, we was like, damn, this shit
Yeah.
decent. And now it's like, whoa, nigga.
Like it's different, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like, you know, I ended up hitting him, and I was like, yo, like, you know, I'm down here at school, like, this ain't really my thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of want to, like, do something. Because I felt like I wasted my talent in high school anyway, because I was a hooper. You know what I mean? And I feel like I wasted that shit away just by me bullshitting in school and, you know, and not really focused. I was always a smart motherfucker, but, I mean, school just ain't, it just ain't enticed me. But I was a smart motherfucker. So it was like, yo, I got this gift for writing. I'm not wasting it. I'm finna figure out what to do with it. And that's how I fell into journalism. But then once I got into journalism, I was like, nah, not really. So then I thought about creative writing. Went into that, and I was like, not really. So I just started writing down, like, how I feel about shit. Like, school ain't for me, shit like that. And suddenly I just started rhyming. And I was like, all right, fuck it. So I was like, okay, I'm not finna waste this gift. Fuck it. Again, fail forward. I hit up Law, I hit up Zoe, and I was like, yo, what's up? Like, we did the first mixtape in like a week. You know what I mean? Like, we did the first.
Shout out to Zoe. I ain't heard that name
That
in a long
shit.
time.
And it's today his birthday too, man.
Yes, it was his birthday.
No,
Shout-
today. Today his birthday. Yeah,
Oh
today his
man, you know what I'm
birthday.
saying? You know, yeah, big air
Man,
month.
well, shout out to Zoe. Happy birthday, Zoe.
Happy
Wish
birthday,
you,
Zoe. Yes,
wish
sir.
you were here, bro.
But yeah, that's pretty much how that shit just started, man. You know, like
And that mixtape was terrible.
that mixtape was horrible.
That shit was terrible.
The bars was there.
That's way before me. Then.
Yeah.
I don't really.
Not
can we-
not way.
Can
but
we
it
chill
was
out and
before.
talk about something else?
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro.
The bar, like
not that
the
bad,
bar. Hey,
bro.
hey, check it out. You can say the bars now, niggas be like, all right, you know what I'm saying? But like the delivery and shit back then, that shit was whack.
I think we
That
always.
shit was terrible.
But the growth
across
between
the
that,
board.
because you was like, let me get the next one.
Oh, the next project.
And
yeah,
I think
yeah.
what ended up happening was because I got that first one out the way. You know, a lot like sex, but we off that.
Was that the
once I-
summertime shot? Was
once
that the
we-
summertime? That was the first.
No,
that
it was best kept secret.
Okay, right, okay.
Like
all right.
once we got that first joint out the way, And I think a lot of it had to do. I credit his production a lot of it because you got to be a grown man to rap on law shit. Like
Facts.
if you ain't got no type of cadence, you ain't got no versatility, you ain't willing to step outside of your comfort zone, and if you can't rap, I don't want to say rap, but if you can't put words together at a top tier level, you can't rap on law shit. You know what I mean?
Bro.
So I think that really made me like step my pen game up, and like once we linked together, we ain't stopped working. It was like, all right, and everybody now was like, all right, yo, that D.Son and Law, they on some Magic and Kareem shit, some Michael Jordan shit, and we just kept going. And then you came along. You don't want to talk about your
He don't never want to talk about his shit though. He don't never want to talk about his shit.
But I was ready. But no,
Are you ready? You ready?
I was ready.
Oh, come on. The floor is yours, nigga. Come on.
First of all,
right here.
Come on.
We missing our manager.
we missing the big
Yeah,
boss.
We missing the
missing
big
one,
boss,
yeah.
which is like shout out to Biggs, man.
Yeah,
like
man,
we definitely
shout
wish you
out,
was
yeah.
here because you talk about sound bites and social media clips.
Yeah, he a motherfucker, boy.
That nigga Big be wild,
Yeah,
man.
But yeah, we missing the big boss, like the guy who put this machine in motion. Like that's who we missing.
That was Pat Riley. G.
Really, real
I feel
shit,
like
though.
that was Pat Riley. That's
It
why I
was
say
Pat Riley.
this was the big three right here. I mean, I call it what it is.
It
It was
was,
the
though.
big three.
Like it was though, because Nika came after LB.
Yeah, Nika and
Nika was
Miss
the
Shay.
first lady. Nika came
But she
after
came after,
LB.
though?
Yeah, because when I was coming around, he was all I was seeing.
Yeah,
like
like-
far as
Yeah, she
Us
came out.
recording.
Like we had a real
It was like a
label.
real roster.
We had like
though,
a real
yeah,
roster.
yeah,
Like
it was
we had a real roster. We had 4 guys: me, LB, Gorilla Carter.
don't
Wait,
say the
I got
name.
look. I got a question though.
Look.
Look, yeah, my mama.
Yeah.
Ask him again. Here we go. Come on, talk about it. Talk about it. Talk about it. Come on, talk about it.
No.
Talk about it.
You knew this.
Yeah,
LB the hardest in.
You didn't know
LB the hardest in the shit.
Oh, my mama asked him how he spelled it.
The coldest song ever
Bro,
though.
it is,
Nigga,
bro.
you sent me bars. Like what was that? Like 2 months ago?
Bro, that song was.
That song still.
Oh, no.
No, hold on. No. Let me put that. Yeah.
It's an
I don't want
old
to put you on the
song.
spot. It's an old song.
It's an old song. I just synced it to him.
It was because me and LB.
So you still get bars?
Me and LB was
finna go
originally
through my
supposed to
email.
come out with a mixtape together.
So what does LB mean?
Talk to her. Answer the question. Answer.
Nigga don't want to talk on this show. Like, what are you on, bro?
What the fuck, bro? Come on.
Like, what are you on? You don't want to talk on the show, man.
Nah,
What
you
are
ain't
you on?
putting shit up. Put that shit down. Put that shit down. Answer the question, bro.
Let's put that shit up.
This
dog.
nigga really camera shy on his own show. That's what we
Put that shit
doing.
down. Put that shit down.
Answer the question.
Right.
No, it's just my initials. That's it. It's not even embarrassing. It's just my initials. But the way he talking about the way I spelled it.
How you spell it?
Just tell her how you spelled it. I'll tell you. if
Okay,
you don't.
I'm saying it was E.
It was Mexican as fuck.
So you really?
It was Mexican as fuck. LB.
I'm trying. Hey,
LB.
Say your name. Say
so look, it was spelled EL.B. Cause my initials are ELB. So
Why you put the E and the L together though?
why the period?
Cause think about it. Why would you say ELB all day? You know what I'm saying? Or you could just say LB, and you think it's just L and a B. But
It
really,
coulda-
you know, it's some slick shit.
You remember we was at the.
L period B.
EL.B. LB.
You remember we was at the joint. I can't remember where the fuck it was, but we was at the joint and
Man,
the
me
guys
too.
I thought he.
and the
Me
guys
too.
had and on the program. Oh no, not out there. Not out there.
I thought you was kidding.
But yeah, y'all gotta. Hey man, like my
This how this nigga
my
talk.
slang and my
This how
talk
he
is
talk. This
my
how he
slang and
talk.
my
Was
talk
at the
is
joint and
different.
this nigga
But
did.
remember, we was at the joint, right? And the nigga spelt his name just LB. And
Just
he
LB?
like just LB, and he was kind of hot about it.
Oh.
Before he went into his
Yeah,
set, he was
oh,
like, I
yeah,
just want
on
niggas to
mama.
know that my name is EL.
On my mama, yeah, I
And
remember
niggas
that
was like,
What?
Niggas was like, "Oh, you really tight."
Now wait,
Something.
since we still on the topic though,
How we
hold on,
doing
wait,
this,
no.
bro?
You're the one who niggas up and
Since we
said
still on
like,
the
"Yo, like
topic.
we can swap
Nah.
True Legend stories." Now we doing it. Now you
But we ain't talking about True Legends.
Man.
is your name LB?
No.
Is LB not True Legend?
You remember your other name?
No.
I've been wondering.
Shut
I've
the
been
fuck
wondering.
up.
What was it?
No.
Fucking Park Avenue.
Park Avenue. Oh yeah.
And then it was Prince Ave.
Prince Ave.
Yeah.
Prince Ave.
Well, fuck.
Prince
Same thing.
Ave.
Yeah.
All right, so look, I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. It's been fun. It's been real.
Get the fuck
All
out
right,
of
nigga,
here.
go. Hey, but
Ain't that already a rapper name?
like you know,
Ain't that already a
What, Park Avenue?
so you say
Prince Ave?
he probably was biting back then
I
though.
wasn't
which is
biting. If
crazy.
anything, that motherfucker bit off me. You know what I'm saying? I did it
While we
first.
talking shit though about like funny ass stories, like funny True Legend stories, G. Y'all remember when we had the show at Grand Valley State?
Oh
man.
my god! It was
And-
like Apollo night, right?
Oh my god.
It was, and we take the drive down there,
That whole
right?
weekend was funny.
Yeah,
as
we
shit.
We like-
traveled out there.
Yeah, we drove. We like, yo, we finna send this bitch up. Now, mind you, we in Chicago, right? Like, we rocking every fucking show. I'm talking about like so bad to where motherfuckers want to buy merch off our back. Like we really,
remember
like
that
we,
though, yeah.
like you know, fuck it. You say fuck that humble shit. Hey, fuck. We was really like that. Like we was really like that. Like
Hell
niggas
yeah.
will be
It
rapping now
was
and
a
shit
moment,
like
though,
that. You know, shout outs to them, kudos to them and shit like that. But this was at the time where you couldn't just put out a project and say I raps. You had to like really, really go out there and like really
rap.
put on shows and get down and do shows.
We had a
you
fucking
understand what I'm
concert.
saying? We was putting on our own concerts. We was going to open mic, shutting that bitch down, let motherfuckers know what time it was. The whole squad in True Legend gear, True Legend hats. The bartender giving us free drinks and shit. Cameramen saying like, yo, I don't know about y'all, but them True Legend niggas, hey, can y'all go on that wall right there and let me get this picture? And we like, yeah, what's up? Like we was like no flex. Like niggas was kind of really like that. You know what I'm
shit
saying?
really happened.
But we go to Grand Valley State. We get booked for Grand Valley State
not
for
like
the
that.
Apollo night.
Shit was nothing like that.
We go out there. We finna kill this shit.
Not like
Everybody that went ahead of us, trash.
Fucking.
We like these niggas really don't know what's about to happen out here.
Now we really hype. Now we really like, oh, we finna set this bitch up. And it's packed too.
This bitch packed. It's about a
it was
stack
like-
in
it was
there.
packed in that
It's
bitch.
about a stack in there. We like, oh, it's about to go down.
So how we do? I think we did.
We about to come out.
You did a solo, like the first couple bars to your shit. Then I did the first couple bars to my shit, and then we was gonna do. I think we was gonna do hands up.
Yeah, we was gonna we was gonna kick it. We was gonna kick it off with we was gonna kick it off with LB the hottest in the shot. Tell them niggas what up. We was gonna kick it off with that. And but how we set it up though was like, you know, like yo, like it's a lot of like if you from Chicago, make some noise. Crowd go crazy.
Right.
LB go like, nah, fuck all that. You know, we in Michigan, we in Grand Valley. You from Michigan, make some noise. Crowd go nuts. We like, oh, we finna kill this bitch. The fucking DJ
Yeah,
fucks
DJ
up the
fried
set.
that bitch. Fried
The
that
DJ
motherfucker.
fries the entire set. I'm talking about like you ain't even gotta do nothing, bro. Here's the CD. Lawden already got the performance. We know what we doing. You ain't gotta do nothing, nigga. You can press play and go to the
And
bathroom.
just
Press
go.
CDs.
Yeah, this was back then. This was then. It was different. Like, hey, bro, put the CD in.
Put the CD in.
Put the CD
It
in.
was
Go.
mixed
Sit your
perfect.
ass in
It
the
was
front.
mixed perfect.
Sit your ass in the front and enjoy the show. I guess he wanted to get his
he
his
tried to
fake
get
ass
his
DJ
wiki
K Slay
on.
on. Fucked up the set, bro.
Fucked it up.
Wiki.
The crowd looking at us like we did it.
And when he fucked it up.
Wasn't ready.
Now imagine this I think this was like my third
Yeah,
performance.
yeah.
So I'm still fresh, you know what I'm saying? I'm still new. It's like, damn, this shit new to me still. And now I ain't never had this type of crowd before. So then when he fucked up and I stopped, I'm like, what the fuck? What? And then he brought it back and I heard LB again. I'm like, what
And
the
it was
fuck?
distorted and shit.
And I'm like, oh hell, the crowd looking like,
The crowd acting like we did it.
yeah.
Oh my God.
We get booed off the stage.
I think we got drunk as hell that night too.
We did. We got
Cause we
drunk
was
before
hot.
we left.
I mean, niggas going, I
We
mean,
got
you
drunk
know,
as hell that night,
niggas
too.
done drove what, 4-5 hours?
yeah.
The
Nah, I
Grand
went
Valley
out.
State.
It was about 3.
It was like 3 hours.
Y'all was just off key.
No. I'm gonna be real with you. We professionals with that shit. You know what I'm saying?
we was ready.
Like, we drinking shit,
was
but
ready.
but we not gonna drink too much to where niggas can't do their jobs. Like our
We
big
was
boss
ready.
who ain't here, he'll always tell us like, yo, have fun after you do your fucking job.
Yeah.
It don't matter if
Right.
it's one person in the crowd or 1,000 people. You finna rock that bitch
Gotta
like
do
it's
your
1,000
job.
people in here. And we always
do
had that
your job.
attitude. We was on point. We was ready. But whatever, I don't like
Nigga was
fake
on-
you fuck
he was on
ass
his
DJ.
wiki.
You know what I'm saying?
His
Who was
wiki.
trying to get it?
Fucked it up.
Yeah, DJ get a clue, you know what I'm saying? I didn't. Well, I'm gonna start with that nigga.
I ain't stop.
So did y'all continue the whole thing? Yeah, finish the story. Did y'all continue?
No,
So
it was Apollo
it was
night.
like Apollo night.
Booed their ass
So
right
once
off
the
that-
crowd, once we fucked
Booed them
up,
right off.
well, once Buddy fucked up,
Y'all the hottest shit in town and y'all got booed off the stage. Is that what y'all telling
shit,
me?
Real shit.
he fucked us up,
Real
and
shit.
then reset the song.
That's what happened.
And then the crowd lost, that anticipation gone, that adrenaline gone. It was
We
like,
sent it
oh
up.
yeah. It's
Like-
all right, it's like a nigga coming to you like, yeah, baby, I got a dick this big. And then he come to you and then he got a dick this big. It was like, you should have turned your air conditioner off.
Deliberately set up and sabotage?
I wouldn't say that. I just think
He just fucked up.
ever since then though, like
The DJ know y'all.
No.
'Cause I'm
No.
just trying
No.
to figure out why he felt like, you know what, they about to come on.
I wouldn't-
I'm about to screw.
I wouldn't say I wouldn't.
Also, fat heartbeat shit.
I just think it was. I just think it was a situation probably where like,
He wanted to do more.
homie wanted to do more than what it was. But
Wiki,
ever since
wiki,
then, I
nigga.
never.
Wiki.
Ever
Wiki,
since then,
wiki.
yeah, he wanted the wiki
We
wiki.
call that nigga Wiki
Skirt,
Wiki.
skirt, skirt, skirt.
Nigga
Shout
want
out
Ever
to
since-
Wiki Wiki.
Ever since then, I never made the mistake of like having like it was always my guy. You know what I'm saying? Because like, nah.
But that
I
also,
still remember that
but
shit.
That was also one reason why we always made sets. Like, have I shouldn't order, just press play, nigga. Cause you try to motherfucking, you feel me?
yeah. He
Get
tried.
them certain songs.
So
They'll
what is
fuck
the
that shit
hardest? What is the hardest part about y'all's job? Because it seems like y'all do a lot. So
On the
what's
aspect
the hardest?
of what?
So you rap, you own a record label, like you do a lot. So, what is the hardest part about it? Finding the artists that you are dedicated to working with.
Well, I don't have a record label yet.
Okay.
I have
The nonprofit.
I have a
I apologize.
nonprofit and I have a podcast network. Shit. Honestly, balance.
Balance. Okay.
I'm still struggling with that. I got to figure out. I be having to figure out how I can organize my time in the best way possible.
Right.
And it be so hard because a lot of people depend on me, right? So, I got the clients on the podcast network who I got to make sure they shit right. Then I got my own shit. I got my own
Exactly. 'Cause
podcast.
That's what I'm saying. You do a lot. So
And then I got my nonprofit, and then I manage other podcasts, and I got a
Exactly.
side business, and then I
Okay.
got a girl and 2 kids. You know what I mean? Like
okay.
the hardest thing is balance. Like like last night, like I'm locked in. This shit, my girl came to the front like, hey, bro, you shut that shit down. Like, you know what I mean? You're like you got to shut it down, bro. Like, you
Right.
know. And we only got one kid in the crib at the moment. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? Like, my daughter, she's out of town. So it's like balance.
Okay.
That's the hardest thing. Talking to people, working with people, that shit easy. Cultivating ideas, creating ideas, figuring out what's your next move. That shit is easy. Like that's the easy
That's the
thing.
easiest part
Like that's
of
the
it.
easiest part of hell. Because
It
somebody in here can have the idea and say like, yo, I'm finna shoot a motherfucking podcast in the middle of Trump Towers tomorrow, and you can go do that shit. Like you can go do that shit. But the execution is what makes it hard. The organization was what
is
makes
true.
it hard. I tell motherfuckers all the time, like, and people get upset when I tell them this, and I just be real with them. An hour pod, like me and my co-founder, our morning show that we do on Twitch, like it's an hour. But guess what? It don't take an hour to put together an hour-long podcast, bro. So like if we got you coming on as a guest, or if we got XYZ to do, you got to understand that it takes a lot of time to do that. You understand what I'm saying? Mind you, he got his own thing going. I got my own thing going. Plus kids. You know what I'm saying? I got a nonprofit. I still have to run full time.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the balance is the hardest part. Like it ain't really the ideas or like figuring out what's your next move, because I'm pretty sure you know, you don't turn your creative cycle really off.
No.
You can be sitting down playing 2K
And still,
and be thinking like, yo, like I got this idea. Pause the motherfucking game and go in your office and get to work.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the hardest thing is just being like, okay, I got this bomb ass idea, but I still have to be a manager. But I still have to be a father.
Exactly.
But I still have to be a boyfriend. But I still have to be a boss. You know what I mean? That's the hardest thing.
In your personal
ever.
time as well.
In your personal time.
Yeah.
Like,
Taking care of yourself.
I've just like started figuring that out. Like, I wake up every morning at like 6:45 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I read from 7 to 8.
Wow.
You know what I mean? I read from, there's nothing that's going to stop me from reading from 7 to 8.
Okay.
I read from 7 to 8 to just to get me prepared, like for my day and shit like that, just to feed my soul and feed my mind. And I'm at my desk in the front room working from 8 until I can't work no more. You know what I'm saying? Granted,
Till 8 p.m. till you can't
sometimes,
work no more?
sometimes, like when I first started my nonprofit, I would lock in from like 7 a.m. to like, man, to like damn near 10 p.m. My girl would literally be like, bruh.
Because that visionary.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, can you come watch this movie with me? Nah, I mean, you watching some shit I ain't really fucking with. So I think
how did you guys, how did you guys communicate that? Because I know that's something that I'm battling with the time and having so much other things going on. So how did you guys, come to the agreement that this is what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm saying? And if you're gonna follow me, be there with me, help me. How did you guys come up with that?
COVID, when COVID hit, I was working full time as a security supervisor.
Okay.
I actually progressed in that pretty fast because, like I said, I'm jump out the window. Like I progressed in security ranks real fast. So I moved to field supervisor. I actually was on my way to I put in my 2 weeks notice and them niggas was like, nah, like, we fuck with you. We finna just give you this promotion. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, all right, well, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I'll take it. But in reality, it ain't what I wanted to do. So COVID hit, right? COVID hit, you know what I'm saying? They didn't really know how shit was gonna shake out.
Exactly.
And then, full disclosure, this is the first time I actually saying this publicly. I got shot. So, I got shot, and while I'm like sitting, resting and shit like that, the job calls me. Now, I notify the job like, yo, I don't know when I'm coming back. You got COVID going on. You know what I mean? I got shot.
On duty or off?
Off. No. It was on some freak shit. But long story short, yeah. They hit me up maybe a week, maybe not even that, maybe like a few days later. And they go like, yeah, they call me like, yeah, what I'm saying, just checking in on you. So I asked her, I'm like, did you know I got shot? Yeah, like the other guy, like the other site supervisor told me. So why the fuck are you calling me, asking me when I'm gonna come back in?
Exactly.
Like, I don't know when I'm gonna come back in. Wow. It's a pandemic. I'm resting. The world is literally shut down. My son can't go to daycare, and he living with me, right? Like, our daughter can't go to school. You know what I mean? She living with us. Like, why are you asking, like, when I can come in? Well, we just want to know what we could do. You could just take an LO. You know what? I'm gonna make the decision for you. I'm good. I woke up the next day, started my nonprofit. Then 3 days later, I had the idea for the podcast network, along with my homie. So I told my girl, to answer your question, I was like, hey, look, I no longer want to work for anybody else. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, I know motherfuckers got bills. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers got to take care of the crib and things like that. I get that 100%. But I've wasted talent in the past, and I'm not finna waste this talent and this ambition that I have. This is what I'm going to do. What's up?
Yeah.
And exactly. She was 110% supportive. So once I got that, it was like, okay, I'm not losing now. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because I had that support. Exactly. And I think to answer your question is the communication. Like, I just flat out, I didn't just let shit just happen and just do it. I just told her like, hey, this is what I see. This is my vision. This is what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? I done spent, because I've been working since I was 16 and I'm 33. So you look at it like that. You work 5 days a week for 16, 17 years, even as a shorty up until you're an adult, right? And you figure out and you think about it. You say, like, what if you put that 8 hours into what you want to do? Into your art, into your creativity, into what, into, you know what I'm saying? What if you do that? You know what I'm saying? Just imagine what you can do if with that for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? What you can possibly do. And ever since then, it was like, fuck it, like, give me like a year, give me 2 years, and I guarantee you we having a different conversation. Yeah. And I just keep evolving off that mind state. You know what I'm saying?
Let's put it up there.
Y'all gotta excuse me. I get long with it. You know what I'm saying?
long with it.
I get long. You know what I'm saying? That's why I got my. That's why I got That's why I got my. You know.
Passionate.
Very, very, man. Yeah.
So look, my question is, I wanted to know from y'all. This back on True Legend. I wanted to get the view from both of y'all. What y'all? What's the real reason y'all feel like it didn't work? In y'all own opinions.
All right, yeah, let me go first. All right.
Thirsty.
I ain't gonna be that
I know
long.
what he
though.
gonna say, but you know.
All right, so I feel like the reason that just as a collective it didn't work, I think it was just a lot of different so everybody like you just said, everybody be having their own personal shit going on, this and that, third. And then even like you said earlier on, like 10 people could be like, yeah, this shit hot, or in house they'd be like, yeah, this shit hot, and then that one person be like, nah, that ain't it. You know what I'm saying? So I think it was a lot of like confidence issues with certain people. You know what I'm saying? And like, yeah, like commitment as far as like really committing to, you know what I'm saying, what we really trying to do, or like even seeing the vision as like where we can go with this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we here right now, yeah, this shit rough. We going through the fucking chilling circuit. We doing shows that we don't want to fucking do, but we got to be seen, this and third. And then, you know, a lot of people like kind of fizzle out in that because it'd be like, nah, fuck this shit. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of that shit is just a part of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even like now when we look back at that shit, like as far as like going like the Exodus and shit, like in that moment it was like, what the fuck? But like looking back at it, was like, man, that was some good times. You know what I'm saying? That was some good shit. Like
essential.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That shit, and that shit really probably molded both of us. Even like further on, like even with me still doing the music, and even like with what he doing now, you know what I'm saying, with the podcast, like it's still like you know, values, you know what I'm saying, as far as like just sticking through it, you know what I'm saying. I think a lot of people just, you know what I'm saying, at that moment probably wasn't 100% into it and just couldn't just commit to it, you know what I'm saying. Like whether it was gonna work or it wasn't, just committing to it, you know what I'm saying. That's what I think, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think for me it was just what he's saying is 100%. I think for me it was just people not really being built for the grind and the hustle. You know what I mean? Like, and that ain't no diss. Like, it's just the truth. You know, like when you go in and you do something for yourself, or you building something from the ground up, everybody not built to be there on the ground floor and the foundation. A lot of motherfuckers ain't meant to be a bricklayer. You know what I'm saying? They ain't meant to be the boss. They ain't meant to be the boss at McDonald's. But somebody got to flip the fries. You feel me? Like somebody got to flip the fries.
Everybody got to roll.
You know, everybody got to roll. And I think a lot of times you had people who didn't understand not only their role, they also want to just cut out for the daily grind. Like, instant gratification is a motherfucker. People feel like you should, all because, you know, you done put in a certain amount of work, instantly you should be, you know, you should be known to be recognized, or that ain't how it work. Like, you know, like it takes time, it takes effort, and I think a lot of people really just didn't have that time, you know, end up putting in that grind. So I mean, and you know, people have lives and shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But that's a part of the grind, you know. Your grind is selfish. You know what I mean? Your grind, like if you really want to do something, you got to put yourself in a space of being selfish. You know what I'm saying? So that, you know, you got to put yourself in a space of being selfish. And a lot of motherfuckers, if you don't understand that space of locking in like really locking in and being selfish, you ain't gonna last in anything that you want to do, that you want to do. So I feel like that's how that kind of happened.
You see, I need to grab something to drink for me to tell my shit.
Come on, what's up?
You had an interesting story.
Because I wanted to end it with this.
You had an
y'all,
interesting story.
but y'all know shit a lot of motherfuckers don't know. And I mean, God damn it, I'm not used to the mic being right here.
I'm sorry, I don't want to cut you. But when you said why we didn't think it worked, I actually think the opposite. I actually think it did serve its purpose.
It did work, but I think it could have. In my opinion,
It could have.
I think it could have went.
Yeah, I agree. But I do think it served its purpose because, like, at the end of the day, True Legend was about bringing together entities, to understand what makes them legendary. You know what I mean? What makes them legendary. And you can take that however you want, right? The guys behind the camera, right? Like, that's an art that they have. A lot of people can't do that, and there's no telling where that talent can take them. And that talent makes them legendary because everybody can't do the shit that they do behind those cameras, right? And at the end of the day, I feel like it served its purpose because Law has got his own studio and doing this thing, got a crazy clientele that produce music for, for King Louis, for Jadakiss, all sorts of motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I've grown.
You gave King Louis my beat too. I ain't gonna forget that shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I've grown into an entrepreneur, a social entrepreneur, to having 2 businesses. You know, understand what I'm saying? And finding a way to navigate music into these businesses. You got this. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I feel like that shit really helped motherfuckers get to where they was at the end of the day. It did its job. That's my opinion.
It molded and shaped.
It molded
everybody.
motherfuckers, yeah.
You want to put that shit up there in the cup? In the cup? Fuck it. Put it up there in the cup. Let's do it.
Put it up.
I agree with you that it molded and shaped everybody
I don't have anything.
to become, who they are today. But I
You wanted
still
to be Bad Boy.
Huh?
I said you wanted to be Bad Boy.
It could have been Bad Boy. It could have been No Limit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck Bad Boy. I say No Limit because even though they ain't putting out shit today, they still making bread. I guess we are No Limit. What the fuck? Because Master P, because that was Master P goal, not to make them artists, but to make them bosses. And here go 3 bosses right here. You know what I'm saying? I guess the fucking.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Well,
it
put
kinda-
it up,
Yeah,
man.
put it up. Like, I really think it did its job.
I guess
You know
it
what I'm
did
saying?
do its
Like,
job.
I don't.
So in my opinion, I ain't gonna say why True Legends didn't work because I feel like True Legends still
Come on,
could
just
work.
talk your talk.
I'm
Come
gonna
on.
say where I fucked up at, and I'm
Come
gonna
on.
tell you some shit that you didn't know. You know, me and him got into it.
I don't even remember that.
Y'all
But
probably
you don't
did.
remember? It was through Facebook.
Family supposed
I
to
don't know.
feud though, but niggas was young. You
I
know
wasn't
what I'm
family
saying?
no
Like-
more at this time, and because of what I did.
I don't.
So it was like,
Wait, hold on. You did some fuck shit?
bro, I got into it with Biggs. Biggs was finna call his son on me. He was like, I ain't gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna have my son do it. I got into it with you.
I remember us getting into it.
And I got into it with you. It was brief, bro. It was brief. You know what I'm saying? It was.
I never
it was
charged you.
sweet.
If you remember though, I never charged you for it.
Yeah, no, you said keep it on wax. You wanted to make a. You was like, all right, let's keep it on
wanted the
wax.
beef, and it's like I'm finna slay this nigga.
Yeah, I was like, let's go. Shit, you want to do it on? Let's go, nigga. I ain't got nowhere to
But it's
record.
because I had
but-
a real. I had a real respect for you still, though. You know what I'm saying?
So in my eyes, but I'm gonna get back to what you just said because the same in my eyes too to you. But y'all should have never introduced me.
Oh Lord, hold on now.
She was
I
Erykah
know
Badu.
exactly. I know
Charge me
exactly
to the
what he
game.
getting
Was
to.
never True Legend though. Was
No, she wasn't.
No,
but she just
I
a
know where he
motherfucker
go.
that
I
was
know where he
close
going
by.
with this though. I know where he going.
I
with
feel
this.
like one of y'all warned me not to go over there.
It wasn't me.
It would definitely wasn't me.
It probably was Biggs, to be
Somebody
honest.
warned me not to go to her crib because she wanted to smoke with me.
Right. Yep.
And I was like, all right, I got a blunt. She got a blunt. It just so happened her blunt,
It was laced.
I don't know what it was, but it wasn't like my blunt. You know what I'm saying? I'm letting a lot of information out right now.
She
I ain't
laced
gonna-
you?
I ain't gonna say too much. No,
Wait a minute.
I know Bill Cosby.
She
shit.
laced you?
I ain't gonna say too much. I'm gonna say enough to everybody understand.
No,
Y'all know where I'm
I
going,
remember
'cause
this though.
I
I
told
remember.
you
Yeah, I
everything,
remember.
bro.
Yeah,
This
I
is
remember.
my first time hearing this.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
you know everything.
I remember this though.
8 years later. Huh?
So look, that's loyalty right there. You don't know shit.
I don't know shit.
But no, what I'm saying is
I question your loyalty now.
somebody. No, but look, somebody warned me. Somebody warned me not to go smoke with her, and I was like, nigga, it's just weed, nigga.
Right.
I went over there. I had my blunt. She had her blunt. I didn't see her roll it up. She didn't see me roll my shit up, but she trusted it. Man, when I tell you, I was on her couch and I literally went from sitting down to being up here, and then I think I was supposed to come record.
Yeah.
I couldn't even record that day. I was so high off of more than weed. It was more than, it had to be more than weed. Because whatever it was, whenever I smoked regular weed after that, it didn't do the job.
Right.
It wasn't enough.
That's interesting.
So guess what I did? When that was my Erykah Badu.
Right.
I was like, yo, I'm finna smoke with you for now on because you took me higher. But now I'm wondering, like, man, was it all weed? Because when I went, because I moved to St. Louis before everything, you know, I started tweaking out on motherfuckers. I moved to St. Louis and I was out there tweaking. Like I was legit tweaking. Like I was out of my fucking mind. Like something's wrong with me. I don't want to eat, but I'm hungry. Like what the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with me right now? You know what I'm saying? I'll still smoke a blunt, but that blunt was like smoking a cigarette. So you're like, what the fuck is this? Like, where's the weed at? Where's the weird weed? Who got the weed? You know what I'm saying? And y'all take that for what you want, and I'm gonna end it on that. Yeah. And then that made me start tweaking, and then that fucked me up because I feel like we had something going. We had something moving. Like I said, Biggs was Pat Riley, we was the Miami Heat. You know what I'm saying? This was LeBron, that was Wade. I'll be Chris Bosh, but goddamn it, I got a ring. You know what I'm
saying? Like, it had been times we didn't have shit to do and Big didn't go, but it was like, you still got a job to do. Still do your job. Go handle your business.
Niggas will go places solo just to get the job.
Yeah.
Big got me my first performance. It was when the Regal was still open.
Oh shit!
Niggas don't even
performance at the Regal. He couldn't make it, but he was like, "Hey, yo, LB, kill that shit." I was like, "Okay." I do what I can.
I tell motherfuckers all the time, like niggas was like really doing legendary shit back then. It's just that niggas ain't have all these cameras on no. Like niggas didn't have all these cameras and shit. Bro. Like we headline like. Cause I remember the Regal show. I never forget my first Regal show when the Regal on Stony. Yeah, my first Regal show was on a Sunday. Cause I never forget it was the first episode of The Walking Dead. And I headlined that show. I headlined the Regal twice. And you know, and it kind of be funny to me like when niggas like be talking like they music shit and it just be like y'all niggas really don't know what we was doing. Yeah, like. I headlined it. Matter of fact, LB headlined it once. You headlined the Regal.
I'm Black T now, bro.
Black T.
He keep calling him LB.
Stop doing that.
What the fuck ever. Black T. Black T LB. He headlined the Regal.
He still call me. God damn it!
You know what I'm saying? I know Manny too. On my mama.
I'm about to say, where the fuck you get Manny from? But Emmanuel.
Bro, I heard so many names from this motherfucker.
God, now we saying my government. Oh my God!
Right, he didn't even say the whole thing.
I'm sorry.
Come
I'm
on,
sorry,
Daniel
bro.
and Lawrence. Let's do it.
Hey man,
here we go.
my name in the Bible. I'm cool.
My name in the Bible.
It is. So why you so ashamed of your name, Chief?
I ain't ashamed of my name. I'm ashamed of a name.
Talk your shit.
LB.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, man, like niggas, I feel like, you know, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like I would love to get together and bring True Legend back, and you know, maybe it ain't, and maybe we ain't maybe we the managers of some young niggas. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like I got one more album in me. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
I got no more albums. It's me.
You know what I'm saying?
Nigga.
I got one more album in me.
I had a bug. You remember when Law was here, right? I remember when Law came the first time. I hit him up like a week later. I was like a club.
What's up?
Give me a beat,
Something,
bro.
right? Send something.
So I said, LB, this motherfucker sent 6.
But
Nigga, I said one.
he the same nigga. If you walk in the studio tomorrow and say like, and you got a session with him, you go in there and be like, yo, what you got, man? I ain't got no beats. Nigga, you just sent me 7 the other day.
So
Like-
I wrote to one and I was like, ooh, as I'm writing, see, I'm old school with my shit. It's pen and a pad. I see a lot
Oh,
of
yeah,
motherfuckers
100%.
with- on
Phones
their
and
phone
shit.
I be like, nah, it's some when you take that and do that to that, and then you got all them scratch offs, and then you come back and you write some more shit.
It do something to you, don't it?
And then you be like, man, shit.
Cause you know that
Man,
scratch out.
I
You know
wrote
you
that
put
whole
some fire
song.
behind that shit.
I wanted to text Law like, yo, I finished the song, but I don't want to record it. But it's finished, but I don't want to record it.
Man, record that
Nigga,
shit,
nah.
man.
Last week,
Do I got it with me? No, I ain't got
they
it.
want you to go. He wants you to go. I know what he on. I know what he on. He wants you to go.
Ooh,
I know what he on. He like, you
Probably
got
not
your
gonna happen.
that's crazy.
Probably won't happen.
funny thing with the nigga sent me, like I tell him, because you know I'm doing a YouTube series now called The Players Pick.
I saw the I'm in a Facebook group.
Oh, you in the? We actually shot the first episode today. So like literally right before I came here, like we was at CYDI. Shout out to CYDI school for saying like, yeah, come on in, you can go ahead and do your thing. But yeah, we shot the first episode there, right? Literally 2 hours before we came here. But long story short, I was like, "Lo, I need a fire ass beat for like for the intro." He's like, "All right, bet." The nigga sent 6. I text him like, "You know you fucked up, right?" Because you know
'Cause I'm
niggas,
finna write.
because you know my last album came out 2 years ago, so niggas was like, yo, like what's up, like we waiting on your next joint. I'm like, all right, bet. I already got like 8 songs in the tuck. I'm busy, you know. I'm trying to live, you know what I'm saying. This nigga sent 6 beats. Now I'm thirsty as hell. I'm like, you fucked up. I hope you don't send them bitches to nobody else, because them bitches is done, and I'm coming in
So
like
look,
next week to record
hey,
them motherfuckers.
Cool story. I was like, hey, yo, Law, I need a beat for bottle service. I need an intro for bottle service. I need
Is that
a
his
beat.
joint that y'all got on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Every time you hear that shit come on, it's
Yeah.
his shit. And when you hear it go
yeah.
off, it's
Fucking,
his shit.
fucking liar. Go ahead.
And when you hear that shit, when he sent like 5 or 6 beats.
Yeah, I sent this video.
I ain't telling him he fucked up. I was just, every time I was like,
In the mirror, 8 Mile.
nah, in the mirror, not in the mirror, but I was feeling that shit. No, before we finish, before we wrap it up, I wanted to tell you some more shit that you didn't know, G. So you was talking about what you say? The motivation. We was the motivation.
Yeah.
All right. So, as far as competition go, me personally, now y'all can look crazy, make the faces. That's fine. Me personally, when it comes to doing music, I feel like I ain't had no competition. To me, it wasn't nobody in Chicago fucking with me. As far as like lyrics, you could probably perform better than me. You could probably spit better than me. When I say spit, you could deliver better. But what you writing ain't better than what the fuck I'm writing. Except for you.
It's funny you say that, because I always thought that you was the better lyricist.
Now here we
Like-
go. Now here goes some.
Is it-
This
So
should be
now,
another 20-minute
I
conversation.
thought I did, because I heard the joint that he did to I cannot remember the name of the song and the beat that you gave
if you
him.
say Still It, that was Rob's
Still
choice.
it was Still It.
So
when
we
I
can
heard
shout
Still
out
It,
Rob, because that was his choice. That was the song he wanted me to come out with, because Still It, it was named Ocean's 11.
Ocean's 11.
Yeah, it's called-
It was named
Still It
Ocean's
like
11.
The whole song I was talking like, it was kind of like what 50 Cent did that How to Rob
The
an
How to
Industry
Rob
nigga.
shit, but it was
But I was talking about how I'm finna take the game from all these niggas that's doing it now and take it and do it my way. You know what I'm saying? The song cold as fuck. you
yeah.
know what
Like
I'm saying?
when I heard Still It, like, cause I walked in the studio. I've always been a competitive person, but that comes from me growing up playing every sport and like playing basketball, like playing at basketball at a high level. So for me, I always felt like I had to be the best in everything. Like I whoop my mama ass in Uno if I had to. Like I'm not going. Like, you know what I'm saying?
For real.
And I walked in the studio, and I was like, yeah, you know, LB just did some shit. I was like, I bet, like, run it. And he played the Still It joint, and I heard Still It. I was like,
Steal it.
I was like, I looked at the song I was about to record, and I was like, nah, Chief. I was like, nah, like, and that was like the first time, like, I heard something, and I was like, dang. Oh, folks want the crown. You know what I'm saying? So that birthed styling on you.
Oh my God.
That birthed styling on you. Like when I heard that,
Y'all just don't know.
and I heard the styling on you, I heard that shit.
It's one of them y'all had to
And I
be
came-
them moments.
And
bro.
I
That's
came
what
in
it's like.
I came in the studio like, in the studio tonight, you know I'ma spit crack. Squads in my ear saying, teach them how to rap. They telling you relax, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. But when the beat drop, D.Son gon' snap. Check this though. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that birthed that. Cause when I heard that, I was like, yo, like, niggas really in here rapping. All right. I can rap too, nigga. Like, what's up?
Hold
You know what I
on,
mean?
hold on. But let's
But it
take it-
wasn't like, oh no, I'm better than you type shit. It was more so like, hey, nigga, like, don't get it fucked up. Like, I'm like that. You know what I'm
Nah.
saying? But he was making, at the time, like, because I can't remember the name of your first joint, or your first album.
Who is LB?
Who was LB? But he has so many cuts on that bitch. Like, he has so much fire on that bitch. And that burst Summertime Shot.
But
You know
let's
what I
talk-
mean? Like,
but let's
if, you're,
talk about-
if the nigga next to you ain't putting out
Hold
no,
on.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Let's talk about one of the greatest fucking beats. When you talk, well, hip hop beats, because you got hip hop.
Yeah.
It was like legit hip hop. That bars beat,
we killed that shit too.
Yeah.
when it come on,
It's the only song we ever
with
did together,
What was
though.
the sample for?
That was OJ.
Goodfellas?
That was
OJ's.
OJ.
But he had the Goodfellas on the beginning of it.
Backstabbers.
Backstabbers.
So the Backstabbers was the sample to that beat, that bars beat, right? I remember Law played the beat, and I was like, all right. And I wrote the shit. It didn't even take me that long to write that shit, cause I already had like 6 bars to it already. Right. And I was like, all right, let me just continue. So he matter of fact, that was the beat I watched you.
I think I made
Bars?
yeah.
That was the beat that made me download Fruity Loops.
Bars.
Yeah, no.
So when I saw him make that shit, he was like, man, you finna see my secret, how I make beats. You know? So when I saw him,
You know, he was a
make-
secretive nigga back then.
yeah, but I was in the right place at the right time. So when I saw him make that shit, that made me want to get Fruity Loops. But then that just tell you how cold that fucking beat was. That beat so nasty, G. Like, it's like one of them beats where, like, nigga, if you ain't rapping on this, don't even fucking get on it.
If you heard the instrumental of the bars, you would never know that it was the sample for Backstabbers.
But in the beginning, you'll know because it get that doom, 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 doom.
But that's if you know, though. You feel me?
Once
Like,
you hear that, if you know the song Backstabbers,
Right.
you hear that, and then it go into the beat. Oh my!
That shit was
God.
crazy.
That shit
But it
was
ain't have none of
nasty.
the
That's what I'm
notable shit
Yeah.
from the song.
Like,
But
we
that
locked
shit
in
was so
on
nasty.
we locked in on that joint, and we was like, yo, this gonna be a single. Like, we finna do a compilation, and we never did it.
So I created I had 6 bars already, and then that beat was like, all right, I can feed into it, and I just kept going off of that. And then I think you was there when I started recording, and you was like, bro, I have to get on this, G. I have to get on this song, bro. And then you wrote your shit, and it was like, nigga, the same day. It wasn't even a day later. It was the same,
same
day.
day.
It'll be his vision then. Listen to this business is this. Ear infections to whoever listen is. Flowing like
we
Viagra.
gotta
Fall
flow
into
into
this
this
law
law
beat.
beat.
Bro, you snapped on that
Almost,
shit.
yeah.
Like, you snapped on that shit. Like, I heard that shit and I was like, okay, this nigga really rapping.
I ain't gonna lie. When I was recording, I was like this. When I was like, ear infections to whoever listening, I saw you in the corner at the door. You was like,
I was bugging. Like, I was bugging, like, you know what I mean? Because for
some
me,
sick shit.
it was me because it was like, I'm sharing a song and I'm sharing the booth. Cause at the time I wasn't doing a lot of features. Like, I was just doing my own shit. So it was like, yo, like, I'm in the booth with a nigga who, like, and he on my team with a nigga who really getting off. You feel me? And like, it was a rush for me because it was like, yo, like, this nigga finna make me pick my game up, pick my pen up. And I want to do that so we can make it wasn't like we competing, but it was like a lyrical sparring.
competing.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was motivation. It was like,
Yeah.
put the shit out. Let's do some dope shit.
It
and
was,
like,
it was the
but
night. It was the night we on the same team together. But you finna drop 30, nigga. I'm finna drop 40.
yeah, like, let's do
But
it.
we
Like,
winning.
yeah, but we winning. You know what I'm
And,
saying?
and Law got 30 assists. You know what I'm saying? That's how you can look at it.
I'm number one. I could give a damn who's
second.
second. You
Oh
got off
my
on that
God.
shit, bro.
Stop,
You got
stop,
off
stop,
on
stop.
that shit, like for real, for real.
Hey, but
like you really did.
We gotta end it somewhere. Law was right. We was gonna do 20 minutes because we over. But no, I had to tell you this.
You see motherfuckers in here, like eyes getting low and shit. Like shit, I gotta go.
Said that shit.
Yeah. He got shit to do no more. I'm sorry, bro.
I do too, man.
Nah, but I want to tell you this. Now. I told Law before, but I want to tell you because you here now.
Right.
Bro, I was legit jealous of you, G.
Why me, bro?
Straight up, bro. Because I was looking at it like, man, why he getting the spotlight? Why he getting everything? Why everything focused on him? Now, see, at the time where we was at, I ain't look at it like that. I was looking at it like, why the fuck he getting everything? If we was in that same moment right now, I'd be like, all right, yeah. He going crazy. Right. Now, you know what I'm saying? But it just mean that when it's my time, I gotta go crazy too.
Right.
But he's still gonna get his. I had to know that it's levels to this shit, bro. He was there first. He putting in the work. He putting in everything. I'm half-assing. You know what I'm saying? I'm half-assing while he two-stepping. I'm holding up the wall while he dancing. You know what I'm saying? I'm holding the cup while he taking shots. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just saying it was two different levels. He's moving while I'm just pasting. And it was like, damn, I don't understand. Why is he getting all the work? Why is he getting all the opportunity? Why he getting all the shine? Every time I turn around, it was D.Son. And I'm looking like, nigga, I'm here. You know what I'm saying?
4 shows a week, G.
That just shows you was putting in it, but you just didn't understand the work ethic.
Right. Yeah.
And it wasn't like he wasn't cold. Like LB was cold as fuck. Bro.
Yeah, but
I'm sorry, Black T.
Yeah, there you go.
Like you know, he's cold as fuck, man. Like real shit. Like I said, he was the only nigga that even now, I'm gonna be honest with you, even now, and I done rock stages with 2G and AM. I done open up for Styles P. I done open up for Tito Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Like but you was the one nigga who like I would hear they shit. I'd be like, yo, like I gotta get like, you know, I gotta step it up. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like if you ain't got niggas on your team like that, I don't give a fuck what it is. Music, basketball, nigga, in your office space, you know, if you ain't got nobody on your team that's finna make you be like, that's gonna make you feel some type of way. You know what I mean? That's gonna make you feel some type of way. You ain't in the right circle. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't in the right circle. So like hearing him go in and how fast he put together the Who Is LB mixtape and shit, you know what I mean? Like he don't even know that a lot of his shit birthed my best shit. Like you said with the Stil shit, like bro, like no Stil, it ain't no styling on you, bro. Like you know, and I burned styling on you for 3 years.
Like we gotta play some shit.
I hated that shit.
I got paid for. I was getting paid for styling on you.
I hated it,
but it was because of him. Like, yo, this nigga really out here right. He did the Who Is LB shit. I came out with Summertime Shy. Like, niggas was $10,000 for Summertime Shy at the time. You know what I'm saying? But that shit wasn't because, like, it wasn't just because, like, it was just like me. It was because, like,
you had that push. Like,
I had a push. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really had a push. You know, I had another
motherfucker. We gonna put it up? Fuck it. Let's put it up there.
I had another motherfucker on the team that was like, nigga, I'm here. You know what I'm saying?
All right, my bad. I'm sorry.
My shit was empty.
X ain't got a cup.
Yes, ma'am.
You can put it up after.
So, one of the things I do is get flat. So since we here, like real shit, I definitely, you know, I don't know if you ever seen my show, but on my morning show, I spend a lot of time giving flowers. I give flowers to a lot of individuals out here doing their thing. I give them physical flowers. You know what I'm saying? I want to give you your flowers in person because I never told you that prior to this. You know what I'm saying? I definitely want to get your flowers, man, because like you definitely pushed me to be the type of artist and lyricist that I was then and still am now. You know what I'm saying? I never told you that. So you need to know that though.
Well, hold on.
You need to know that though.
Well, let me give
y'all sleeping on him. That nigga was cold, man.
Yeah.
That nigga was cold, man.
Let me give you your flowers.
Now, get Law his flowers. Law weak as fuck, to be honest.
Yeah,
beats,
Law.
beats trash. You know what I'm saying? I just,
Damn.
you
That's
know,
because he ain't producing for no real rappers no more.
It's
He
crazy.
got don't make me do it on camera, G. Don't.
they
I'm
do they
sorry.
hear that in there because like she was in there, she looked out the window.
No,
like,
she know what she did. They don't let the GDs at the door. but
I'm chilling. I was about to say I'm chilling.
she know what she did. She know what she did. But I'm gonna give you and Law y'all flowers right now because Law first because nigga, I mean you ain't have to give me all them motherfucking beats for free. You know what I'm saying? You
Just
waste
beats, bro.
I ain't gonna say talking about just beats. Nigga, that's just time and energy, motherfucker.
Okay.
You put time and effort and creativity into creating them motherfucking beats. So they ain't just beats, nigga.
All right.
Just beats is the shit I was doing. But that was still
was
because
just
of you.
For sure.
Yeah. But I do gotta take a rose away because you did give King Louis the beat that I
I
asked
don't
for.
know which one
Which
you
beat was
talking
that?
about, though.
So
Right.
I came up to Law and I said I want a rock star beat.
Oh my
I'm trying to
god.
think what beat that could have been.
With guitars and shit.
Oh my god.
And then I kind of like vanished.
How long ago was it?
This was like.
How long ago?
Oh, this was back then, the
this
True
was
Legend
like 10
days.
years.
Yeah.
This was-
Okay,
yeah,
all right.
yeah.
So I asked him, I was like, man, can you make this like a rock star beat? And he made it and it was dope as fuck. And I was like, I bet. And then I got into some shit.
Some shit.
So it took me some time, you know what I mean? And then I'm back in Chicago from St. Louis. I'm back in Chicago. And I heard turn around, oh, what the fuck? Oh man, King Louis got a new song. I like it. It sounds familiar. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck?
Like, fool took my beat.
Bro gave one of the hottest niggas in Chicago at the time.
You know what
a
it
beat
was?
that was for me, and it's like, bro,
It was that Hyde
I
Park
can't
shit.
come behind that.
It was that Hyde Park shit.
That's that bullshit. That's that was.
You know what I'm saying?
But he made it up because you had what's
Gave you a
that?
lot of shit after that.
That shit that
if he gave you,
you
feel
the
bad.
that intro shit. Everybody fucking love that song.
The intro shit.
Y'all be doing, bro. We be chasing that bankroll, boss. So hard.
Oh,
only thing that get broke
yeah.
now
I
is
know
our
what you're
ain't
talking
goes,
about.
and ain't broken my shit smoke. You got that
Yo,
movie
you
in
was
the
cold,
beginning.
G. You was cold, G.
Can't remember, bro.
was cold.
What the fuck? Mubu gang member, somebody from Mubu.
I know the beat you talking about.
Big nigga with what the fuck is his
Talking
name?
about Castro.
Castro.
Talking about Castro.
So you made the
That had to
beat.
be years later, though.
Yeah,
when he gave him that beat.
Castro wrote to it,
Right.
but you was like, I ain't heard nothing back, so you can have this. I killed the shit. I'm Kanye. I killed the shit. And then I saw the video. They did a video.
Yeah.
I'm just giving your shit away, huh?
No. It wasn't mad. It wasn't mad.
Yeah.
No. It was probably that. I don't know whose it was.
I don't remember. No
But
more.
they did a video, and I saw the video. I'm listening to it. I'm like, my version better. You know what I'm saying?
But they
Because I
got
went
vision.
in on some Meek shit. That's my dreams and nightmares. That song right there. That's my first day out. That shit right there. Because everybody like it. I hate it. Because I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying?
Not even to get off track or make this turn away. You remember Brittany B?
Brittany B.
So Brittany,
Sing a motherfucker.
We're gonna have to put some audio behind this video, like so niggas can hear this
Real
shit.
shit. You gonna have to do some editing, nigga.
yeah, so
Yeah.
Brittany B was a song that I made about a ex-girl of mine. It was trifling, G. And she heard it too.
It was hot though.
She heard it.
It was hot,
It was
though.
hot though.
What was the purpose? That bitch broke my heart. She broke my heart.
Oh.
What you mean? I spent my money on this bitch? I
She
did a
said,
lot.
she said, what does she think?
What did she think?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't care.
So was it like a okay trail song, CEO trail song?
Nah, it wasn't that harsh. That was
No, I
harsh.
wasn't that. It wasn't
was
bad.
hard.
Bad. It was
wasn't
just
like that.
I was just explaining what the fuck she did.
Yeah, he was just on some real shit. Like, you
It
know
was
what I'm saying?
real. Like, yo, I bought her clothes. I bought her Aeropostale. She was in
At the, hey, y'all gotta understand. Y'all gotta understand. At the time, that was a lot for a nigga to be.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
bro, Aeropostale. Y'all don't remember Air Pasta? That was big. That was like Gucci.
He remember because he still hurt.
Yeah, hell yeah. So fuck, I done moved on. You know what I'm saying?
I always remember talking about shit like that. I remember taking this girl to Red Lobster. Next day, she blocked my ass. I'll
see
never
what I'm
forget that
saying?
shit.
But you didn't buy the cheddar biscuits?
Man,
You didn't buy
bro,
the cheddar
I went
biscuits?
broke taking that motherfucker to Red Lobster at that time, bro. I was mad as hell next day.
See, that's what happens.
I was mad as shit.
I got blocked. Like, I remember getting blocked after motherfuckers saw that I like made it official with my girl.
Oh yeah, that's
But that's
I remember
gonna happen,
the
though.
two
That's gonna
times I
happen for
remember
sure.
getting blocked like by like, you know, when I mean by like blocked, I mean like it had to be like the theme of the day.
No, yeah.
Like when motherfuckers like, yo, this nigga
everybody
deep.
getting on
Fuck
Facebook.
this nigga.
Yeah.
Everybody getting on
D-Son.
Facebook. Oh, now you hoes is mad.
Fuck D.Son Day.
When they found out my baby mom was pregnant at the time, when she was my girl at the time, and then when I got into a relationship.
Cause that should be at the top.
Now,
nigga.
now I'm getting DMs and texts. Like,
That
oh,
shit-
so like
that
that's
shit
the type of
always
time we
fast with
on.
the top to everybody fucking
That's the type of time we
newsfeed.
on. That's the type of time we on. Shorty, like you
Bro,
probably
you post
shorty.
all type of shit, niggas. I ain't see
I
it.
slid in your DM
You change
twice.
your shit to in a relationship. Your
I
shit
don't really
top
mean
it.
I'm fucking with you like that.
Hey, everybody got drinks. Everybody got something to take
Nah.
a shot with.
Come
we
on.
gotta end the show.
Let's
Matter of
wrap
fact,
it up, yeah.
while y'all pointing shots up, hey D-Son, tell them where to meet you at, where to see you at,
Wow,
where to watch you
I
at.
got a lot of
Yeah,
that.
half. Yeah.
So check it out. I'm gonna try to make this shit like it's all right. So listen, Facebook. Like, what should I do? Like,
Man, just tell
I got
them
so much.
everything, boy.
All right, listen. Facebook. You can follow the podcast network at the LEC Pod. The whole thing can come up, the League of Extraordinary Chicagoans. You can follow the podcast network there. Instagram, LEC_pod. YouTube, the League of Extraordinary Chicagoans will come right up. As far as my individual things, I got a new YouTube series about to come out. Shout out to first episode today called The Players Pit with D-Son. That'll be out Monday. Like that'll be out Monday. It'll also be coming out on my podcast network's YouTube channel and everything on there. Like, you know, so I'm trying to like octopus everything. Like when I say a network, when a motherfucker come say like, "What's up, nigga?" You finna buy the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you finna buy
I
the.
like the octopus word. I'm trying to octopus everything.
You gotta put
And you can follow me personally.
your heart. He's like, I could put.
You can follow me personally, Instagram, DSONTL. My nonprofit, the Stay Relentless Life and Hip Hop Initiative. You can follow that at Stay Relentless, at Stay Relentless _LHH. Also on Facebook, the whole thing as it sounds, Stay Relentless Life and Hip Hop Initiative. Bro, I got so much fucking shit. You can also follow me. You can also follow not the podcast network. See, I got too much shit, bro. You can also follow the nonprofit on our website, StayRelentlessLHH.com. The podcast network will be coming out with a website real soon. I will have my personal website coming out real soon. It's just too much shit, man. Just listen, follow me on Instagram, DSONTL. You know everything. You know what I mean?
Is it premature to say that we might be collabing?
Yeah,
No.
it's happening.
No,
It's
it's not.
happening. No,
You
it's
talking about?
happening.
You talking
Is it
about?
premature?
It's happening.
Wait,
It's
hold on.
happening.
What we talking about?
Not music. Not
Oh,
music.
So you
no,
talking
no,
about
no.
some other? You talking about?
Other shit. Yeah.
No, it's not.
It's not premature.
It's not. I mean, you know.
Well, we just gonna say we might
I'm
be
gonna say
working
that
on
word.
some shit.
You know, if y'all ready to octopus, you know what I'm
We gonna
saying?
octopus on some shit.
What's your name again?
Ariane.
Aria. I
Yeah.
want to make sure I give her flowers. I like her as a host.
First
because,
lady.
like,
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
I like because like
Thank you.
she was like really just over there like.
Let's put up there for the first lady.
Period.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
She had to
She
deal with
was-
our bullshit.
She was over there like, you know, I don't know what these niggas talking about, but I'm finna let them get their rocks
But
off.
no. But I warned them.
Yeah.
I warned y'all, right? I said I was like, yo, it's gonna be a reunion. You know what I'm saying? I thought Biggs was gonna be here too. You know what I'm saying? So I warned them. I said like, yo, you know, but
Yeah.
Y'all thought I was
Yeah.
bad,
Sure.
man. The Biggs was here. Niggas wouldn't even got a
Yeah,
word.
yeah, we fucking around being to the 11.
Honestly, niggas would have been laughing
Yeah,
so
it'd be-
fucking
yeah,
much,
yeah,
bro. Like,
damn, we didn't even talk about we missed out a lot. We missed Miss J. We missed
Miss
Papa
J,
Khan.
Nika, Papa Khan.
Yo, my
But
God.
you know what? Damn, you about to go though.
Bro, oh my, yeah, we.
But I'm gonna say this though. The only regret I have for you is that you didn't perform at the True Legend concert.
But they still play my song though.
Yeah, we showed.
They
Yeah.
still play my song.
But that show you the loyalty. You know what I'm saying? Like the loyalty. But like the True Legend concert that we did at the basement, nigga.
The
that
bass,
shit-
dude,
Does
that shit's
anybody in
so
here remember the basement?
on Ashland?
Yeah.
Bro.
Hip hop.
Woo.
We did our concert. We did our True Legend concert in the basement. Packed that bitch out front to back. Had to be like 400, maybe 500 motherfuckers in there.
That shit was loud.
The whole roster
Bro,
performed.
that true legend picture look like a Wu-Tang picture, G. Oh my God.
That's
Oh
the
my
that's the
God.
best example I can make. Like True Legend
That
was
shit look
really
like Wu-Tang.
it was really the Chicago Wu-Tang. It really was. Like it really was.
Man,
You know what
I
I'm
feel like
saying?
revamping that shit, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
No rapping shit.
You ain't on shit though. You ain't trying to do nothing.
Don't
bruh.
do that though. Don't do that.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't do that though.
You ain't on shit. You know what I'm saying?
Don't do that. Don't
I'm
do
ready.
Don't do that.
I'm ready.
Don't do that.
You know, I can, nigga, I'll wake up 6:45 tomorrow in the morning and text you like, so what's up? Like, you trying to meet up at 9?
Don't do that, bro.
I'm
'Cause at the
like
end of
that.
the-
Like,
'cause
you know
at
what
the
I'm saying?
end
I'm
of the
like
day,
that.
This don't move. You know what I'm saying? It's here.
That's there.
So what
It's
you
here.
so what you saying? You ain't got no True Legend tattoo like I got.
I ain't saying true.
I ain't got no
this
tattoos.
nigga.
I ain't got no tattoos. That's cap.
What the fuck is he talking about?
Hey, Law.
No caps, no piercings.
Where
Man,
you at?
everything Law Beatz, just LAWBEATZ, any fucking where, because it's the only fucking name you're gonna see.
How can I be like that?
Anywhere. Man, you just gotta be original, dog. You can Google me, you feel me? Everywhere.
Hey, you know what's crazy? I Googled you, bro. That's crazy. I did Google you, bro.
You
the
Google
only
it,
motherfucker that popped
everything
up.
is there.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
crazy.
So it's fair to
there.
say if a nigga come out, if
I
another nigga.
Googled you too, nigga. Yeah.
Yes.
Shout out
See,
to Big Seal. The
I ain't
G.
gonna hold you, D. I be feeling.
Put your name in and Google it. Like,
It's only me.
I ain't gonna hold
It's
you
only
though.
me.
You put my name in, bro. They be putting in like D apostrophe son and shit. That ain't me. But if I put in Stable in this Life and Hip Hop Initiative and I put her in the League of Extraordinary Chicagoans, then I'll pop up. But I be feeling some type of way, like, so niggas really can't
Hey, man,
Google.
shout
I
out-
can't tell a nigga like Google me. Nigga
up.
Google me like some nigga from Russia finna pop up. G.
This is
Shut up.
pressed.
Shut
I'm
up.
tight about that.
Shut up.
You know how long I've been trying to get Google,
You see
nigga?
him?
Back to law.
Shut up.
He's hot.
Back to law.
Bro,
He is hot.
I'm tight about that. I've been trying to get Google for a long time, bro.
Shut up.
I can't wait to tell a nigga Google.
Oh,
You want to see what it
right.
What the
look
fuck
like?
is you talking about?
You want to see what
Google.
you want to see what it look like?
Hey man, what it is? What you do, cuz? Hey bro, my resume long as hell. Google me. I tell a nigga Google me a D.Son from Russia finna
absolutely
pop
right.
up.
I'm
this
gonna
shit.
show you. I'm gonna show you what it look like. Hold on.
A motherfucker who probably makes Stil or some shit.
Hey, so look, we finna cut this
Come
shit
on,
off.
let's put it up.
Let's put it up that one time before we get out of here. But before we go, man, I ain't even drink. Y'all ain't drinking either.
Okay, so what, nigga?
Refill. Here, pass that down.
Wait. Any got a Google Maps, G?
Pass that
That nigga, he got.
Pass that to Ari so she can get her drink in.
Thank you.
I ain't
Man,
seen you
you
drink all
switching?
night. You drink?
I did drink, yeah.
Now, hold on now.
I
Look,
did
I feel like that's cap.
She just took
No, I
4
did.
shots
Seriously,
in the
I did.
last 20 minutes.
And then
Y'all
I
watch
done
her.
this.
Yeah,
So
she a fucking champion. Why? Hey,
gosh.
look, bottle service. Bottle service.
yes.
I want to. Hey man, shout outs to bottle service too, man, for like allowing fuck Law since he can get
Man,
since
shout
he
out
can
to
get
the
Google
league,
and shit.
bro.
Fuck him, man. Like, thank y'all for allowing. I'm gonna say my name,
Oh,
D.Son, to
you
come
said
on
fuck Law?
because
Man,
he can
fuck
get Google, so you ain't gotta shout him out
I ain't
really.
got no problem saying fuck law.
I say
Okay,
fuck
okay.
Law all the time.
Thank
Fuck
you.
law.
Like,
Just because I love him don't mean I gotta like him.
I'm not gonna be up.
who's retiring?
Who's retired? I ain't retired. Oh no, I did retire. Yeah, I'm done.
I didn't really retire. Like, I
Like,
came
bro,
out with my last
you
album.
You
too.
can't afford to say fuck law.
I'm-
He's expensive. You gotta keep that friendship.
I can't really afford.
hey, remember I told you I did that interview with dude and he was like, man, law pricey, he expensive. Law, hey, ain't no fuck law.
I seen
Hell
nigga.
no.
I seen the nigga Law. I saw his prices on Booksy. I'm like, thank
No,
God.
but hey,
I'm like,
hey,
thank God I
so
got in with this nigga on the
wait,
ground level.
Wait,
Gee,
hold on.
like,
Hold on.
you feel me? I'm sorry.
Hold on, no. We gonna cut it. Well, I just gotta say this. Hold on, I just gotta say this before we go. I gotta say this before we go. Why? Hold on, bro. Listen to this shit.
What's your name
Bro,
again?
hold on.
Sylvia, I'm finna shut the fuck up.
Bro.
Big Seal the G.
Can I say this, then we gone? Hold on, don't
say
come on mic.
Sylvia ain't gonna say nothing else after he talk.
No.
Seal. Well,
Sylvia. We said Big Seal.
Big Seal.
Big Seal the G.
hey, so look.
Big
but look,
Seal
though.
the G. You
Yeah,
Googleable
G.
too? See, that's some bullshit. Right?
Then G, then you
Hey, look.
Oh wait, no.
I just want to say this real quick.
Let's get close to argument.
This motherfucker, look. So like you said, you saw his race, right?
My ladies.
All right, so look. This motherfucker, after he sent them 6 beats, guess what he sent after them 6 beats?
Another 6?
No, he sent his
His
rates.
prices?
The nigga sent
Hey,
his
you want
prices after that. And I'm looking like it. I'm like, these prices are ridiculous. What the fuck?
Text that nigga like, G, where the fuck I'm finna get the money at though? I gotta get a loan to get your shit, G.
It's only because like, bro, I remember we was recording, you know, all I had to do was show up. Now I gotta show up and bring my bank account with me. What the fuck? Matter of fact, I gotta
Hey.
bring the bank with me.
Hey.
What the fuck?
The nigga, hey bro,
Bro, you are expensive,
you
bro.
can't even hit
gotta know
the
your
nigga.
value out here in these
You can't even
streets,
text
man.
a nigga or call a nigga and say like, yo, I'm finna come to the studio tomorrow. He send you the calendar invite, bro. Like that's
A
what we.
calendar invite. And he humble. What the fuck you?
He send you
You're
a
not too
calendar
humble.
invite.
take his
The
business
fuck?
serious. So look,
Hey man,
No,
thank
fuck
you.
that.
Man, thank
What?
you.
No, fuck
Thank
that.
you.
Fuck that.
Hey, check this out.
You remember we went to you remember we
Nope,
went to
I don't remember none of that
Secrets? You
shit.
remember we went
Nope.
to Secrets?
Nope.
I do the shit myself.
Nope.
Cause when I told the nigga,
Hey, she finna cut our shit off.
See, this what happened when you let the GDs in the door.
all right.
gotta let the GDs in the door.
Oh my God.
Cheers.
Hey, yo, I got a non-profit. I am not affiliated with any gangs.
Shut up, nigga. It's over. It's over. Shut up.
We know the truth.
I'm talking shit.
Hey, no, fuck that. No, fuck that. Hold on. No, look. If y'all talking all this bullshit about me rapping, I am not finna pay to rap. You are finna record me for free. Do you,
So-
you hear me?
Maybe you should record at the crib.
If he recorded me at the crib,
Hey,